So I think the question on everyone's mind right now is, should Sasha Banks win the Raw Women's title? Well, short answer, yes. And that's the review. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tell your friends. Alright, just kidding. In all honesty, I know this channel has been kind of pushing Asuka as the top female in WWE. She's my favorite female wrestler, but it's very, very close. I have a couple of favorites in WWE. Asuka being one of them. There's Sasha Banks, Bayley. I think Sasha and Bayley are really owning their roles over on Smackdown. But in terms of this rivalry WWE is putting together to kind of build towards a match between Sasha and Asuka at Extreme Rules, the horror show, let's look at this objectively. Asuka's already done it all. So taking away the belts from her at this point, let's look at the pros and cons here. Asuka has already won everything, right? She's already won the Royal Rumble. Okay, let's break it down. She won the NXT Women's Championship. Went up. She's won the Smackdown. She won the Women's Tag Team. Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, Raw. That's everything, right? She's won everything she could possibly win in WWE. So at this point, her losing the belt to someone who can really elevate their own career, like Sasha Banks, I think it wouldn't hurt Asuka in the slightest, and I think it would totally build towards something WWE would want to book towards, like a SummerSlam. They're already been kind of like planting the seeds of a rivalry between Sasha and Bayley. So I'm guessing SummerSlam is when they're finally going to have their match. But imagine Bayley Dos Straps. She's the SmackDown and one half of the Women's Tag Champions versus Sasha, who, let's say hypothetically, she beats Asuka for the belt. She would be the Raw and the other half of the Women's Tag Team Champions. It would be Bayley Dos Straps versus two belt Banks at SummerSlam. I mean, when else would you have a first like that? Like, WWE is all about doing the first, so they can market this as double champion versus double champion. Like, no belts could even be on the line. It could just be who's better. Because they've been kind of hinting that Bayley's undefeated. Like, no one's been able to defeat her on SmackDown. How about that's the story? Sasha can beat her. Sasha's going to be the only person that beats her. But no titles change hands, because they'll still be the tag champions. You can build a story off of that. Like, Bayley's now a little, hurt. Her ego's hurt because her best friend beat her. So maybe that can kind of build into them losing the tag team titles. It would put over whoever the next team is. Maybe someone on NXT. Let's have some NXT girls win be the tag team champions for once, right? It would give them exposure to have them hop to Raw, to SmackDown. But is that the worst thing that could happen? I mean, is that really the worst thing that could happen? Asuka's already won the belt. She was basically given the belt. And then I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But at this point, I feel like they can tell a better story if they have Sasha be the leader of Raw and Bayley be the leader of SmackDown. Because then you can start building off the story of, from the SummerSlam, you can build towards a Survivor Series story where it's Team Sasha versus Team Bayley, as in a, Raw versus SmackDown type of story to build towards Survivor Series. But there's tons of opportunities. There's tons of ways to go, ways to take the story, which is kind of exciting. I'm kind of hoping WWE goes this route, because I kind of want to see something a little more exciting. I don't want to see something we've already seen before. You know what I mean? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world if Sasha were to beat Asuka for the belt at Extreme Rules, the horror show. In fact, I'm gonna put it all on the line right here. I want Sasha to win, because now that Charlotte's gone and Becky's gone, you need another top female. Because now it's just Bayley. You feel me? Because she's the double champion, and they're kind of really building her as this top heel. And she's owning her role. But now, I feel like you can keep building more top female talents. So why not give Sasha that accelerated push to the top? And then build towards Bayley versus Sasha at SummerSlam. Don't even have to make it for the titles. Just have double champion versus double champion at SummerSlam. This is like storylines for months. You can take this towards Survivor Series. It can even end at Survivor Series. Like my team, my brand versus your team, your brand. I amaze even myself sometimes. But where does that leave Asuka? I don't think it matters at this point. Because even if Sasha cheats to win, Asuka can still be on the chase. But then Asuka could be sidetracked by like a different feud. Like I know, I didn't watch the Great American Bash yet. I watched Fighter Fest instead. But I know that Io Shirai is taking on Sasha Banks. And I saw a post of Asuka back in NXT. So I'm assuming they're setting up Asuka to be back in NXT, maybe as like a contingency plan. Let's say Asuka loses the Raw Women's title. Not a bad thing. Have Sasha reign supreme and Asuka can be down in NXT with her friend Io Shirai. In fact, bring Kairi Sane back there. Have the three of them be a little stable. They could support their friend Io as the NXT Women's Champion. I'd be down for that. And then while they do their own thing on NXT, and then maybe you could tease dissension amongst those three. You could have a triple threat between Io, Kairi, and Asuka. Man, imagine the stories you can create out of this situation. I hope WWE does the right thing, and I hope they put the belt on Sasha. I really want to see where these storylines go. If you agree, let me know what you think, actually. But if you agree, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you next time, or, in another video here, there, down the line. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'll catch you next time. Thank you all. Tapping out. Bye.